my goodness, we've seen as the days have gone on here in Arizona. Certainly the rain seems like a Pacific Northwest kind of feel, but today they say the roof might actually be open. It's supposed to be 67 degrees at kickoff, so that'll be nice. Right now, you can't even see through the fog outside as we rolled in. Couldn't even find the stadium. But eventually, kind of the Starship Enterprise kind of rolled up through the fog here at University of Phoenix Stadium. But that rally yesterday, they were expecting 5,000, 10,000, 15. They had 25K at the baseball park. And if any inclination of what yesterday was, this tonight will feel like a Seahawk home game. Seahawks! Seahawks! A little rain doesn't keep the Hawk fans away. Yeah, and Deb, that was Seagal Tamaraya, one of 3 Oregon-born Seagals on the roster. In fact, 2 of them, like Tamaraya, were old Portland Winterhawk Rosebud dancers. She went to Portland State and Oregon State and Southern Oregon as well. Cool stuff. The odds makers still have the New England Patriots favored by 1 point, but recall last year the Seahawks, they were 2-point dogs at Denver, and that was a 43-8 final. Perhaps not like that. We'll see tonight. Not quite sure. I'm going to say 27-17 Seahawks. What's your call?
Ooh, really? I hope you're right. I'll just go with what you're saying.
Put the money on it.
Yeah, I'm going to support the
Okay,
Nick
by
man.
the end of the morning,
okay,
I want you and Joe both by the end of the morning to tell me what you think.
All right, to actually come up with an actual figure. I can't just back you, huh? All right, Nick, we'll talk to you a little bit later.
That's right, baby.
We received this picture of Jeffrey Bursch from Vancouver. He are from here in the Pacific Northwest. We check back in with Fox 12's Nick Krupke, who's live in Glendale this morning. And Nick, by the way, I know you are in for a very long day. Thank you so much for getting up early and joining us. You caught up with a few of the local traveling 12s.
Yeah, it's been a pretty awesome trip. It's a long day, but, you know, we're at the Super Bowl. I think we're all right. So finishing touches on the turf, they're kind of blowing air. You know, now this is not turf. It's real grass that they actually have on a plate that they bring in from the outside. You remember that when the Ducks played here, of course, in the BCS National Title Game and in the Fiesta Bowl. You remember all that stuff. But as for the local fans, a lot of folks from Portland and Vancouver making the trek. They flew here, they drove here, have tickets, don't have tickets. They just wanted to be a part of the party. Here's some of the fans we met yesterday afternoon.
The guy said the prices were going to be going up. When I got here yesterday, I called.
Hey, Deb, the big news of the morning so far, the question all year has been, is this going to be it for Beast Mode in Seattle? But the NFL Network reporting this morning again that the Seahawks have a contract extension offer on the table to Marshawn Lynch. We'll see if and when that certainly goes through. He has 1 more year under contract. He's going to be a pricey guy, but as Barry Sanders, one of the all-time greats, said this weekend, he's the best running back in the NFL today. Got to pay the man, and he's got to be able to pay for those fines at some point in time, too, and wear the wrong proper hats.
Yes. Pay the man and pay the fines.
It's
That's
funny
right.
that we saw a lot of people in town this week, too, with those Beast Mode hats. They had to say, like, have you always had that? No, I saw him at the press conference. I bought it online. So it works.
It does.
He's making more money off not speaking to the media. Except if you're hanging out with Conan O'Brien, then he can do whatever you want. Good stuff.
Right. All right, Nick, thanks again for being here. We'll talk to you again soon. A huge crowd gathered for a 12th man round. Patriots. Fox 12's Nick Krupke is live in Arizona this morning and shows us how some Seahawks fans celebrated in Scottsdale ahead of the big game. Good morning, Nick.
Yeah, Deb, good to see you one more time. Already today we've showed you that great, amazing rally they had yesterday at Chase Field, the home of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Introduce you to some of the fans from the Vancouver and Portland area here. Some had tickets, some don't. For those who don't, you know you got to find a great watering hole with some big TVs. We found one heck of a place for the 12th man to hang out in Scottsdale the other night. Like many Pacific Cute kid, cool place. Deb, you and Joe ready for your predictions yet? I still have 27-17 Seattle. Our producer's telling me 24-20 for New England, so she's a dissenting vote. What do you say, Deb?
I'm going to go 24-21 Seattle.
Okay, Joe?
Joe has left the studio for a second. He's probably sweating over his. We'll get back to him
behind
a
the
little later.
scenes, Joe's hanging out in the newsroom going, I have to be on TV again? Okay, well, then in a half hour, Joe Ranieri better be ready.
That's right.
And locked and loaded. We'll come back in about another 25 minutes as well and show you that fantastic rally they held yesterday. And again, if there was anything like what we saw last night, tonight, it's going to really feel like a home game for the Hawks. Deb?
All right. Thanks, Nick. We'll check back with you later. Here, it is officially Super Bowl Sunday, and fans across the Pacific Northwest are getting ready to see the Seahawks take on the Patriots in the NFL finale. Live in Glendale this morning with a look at today's game. And Nick, you were also among a sea of 12s yesterday in a fan rally, right?
Yeah, we expect kind of the same thing tonight as well. And the good thing, we haven't seen the sun yet in the Valley of the Sun. This is our 4th day here. But tonight, it's supposed to clear up. Be about 68 by kickoff time. Might even open the roof here at University of Phoenix Stadium. That will be nice to see. It was also nice to see so many 12s at Chase Field, the home of the Arizona Diamondbacks yesterday. Some estimated 25,000 fans packed the field, and it was a scene. Seahawks, Seahawks, Seahawks! A little rain doesn't. All right, Deb, now if you look at the Vegas odds makers, a lot of them have a Patriots by 1, Seahawks by 1, some even a pick-em. That'd be the first time we've ever had a pick-em in a Super Bowl. Wow. We picked, what we said already. I said 27-17 Seahawks. Producer here, she says 24-20 New England. I know that Joe's back from the makeup room, so Deb and Joe tee off here. What do you got?
Yeah, Joe, what's your prediction?
This isn't the popular choice, but I'm going New England 31, Seattle 24. I have family on the East Coast. And invited back for Thanksgiving and
Fair enough.
Christmas dinner.
Oh, I see. There's a little reasoning behind that one. I don't know, Nick.
So it's Deb and I on one half, Joe and Chelsea on the other, so that's the way it goes. But again, that's a pick'em. That's what a pick'em is. You just don't know until they play the game, and that's what they'll do. A 3:30 kick from here in Glendale, Arizona. For now, Deb, back to you. We'll be back here live tonight in the 10 o'clock news and a full half hour on Oregon Sports Final at 11 p.m. right here on Fox 12 Oregon. Yeah, Ben, boy, a gut-wrencher, a head-scratcher for Seahawk fans here in Super Bowl 49. It's going to go down to the annals, an all-time performance. But in the end of things, the Seahawks not on the right end of things as New England Patriots, your Super Bowl champs in 2015. Yeah, boys, Pete Carroll certainly fallen on the sword for his offensive coordinator, his quarterback doing it as well. That's the head scratcher. That's the debate. Shouldn't they have just given it to Marshawn Lynch with 20 seconds on the clock? He had one timeout to go. You're on the one. Could have won the game. So it's going to stick for a long time of coach with the coach, the players, the fans as well, streamed out of the stadium in disbelief. That about sums it up for the 12th man all across the Pacific Northwest. That play is going to be debated for a long, long time. Tom Brady, the MVP, yet again, he's an all-timer. That's the largest comeback in fourth quarter history of the Super Bowl, 10 points. Seahawks, not the team that were able to finish tonight. We have a full half hour of Seahawks from Super Bowl 49 tonight, later on Oregon Sports Final at 11 p.m. For now, live in Glendale, Arizona, Nick Krupke, Fox 12 Oregon.
Okay, Nick, we'll see you then. Here in the Portland area, Seahawks fans all
down Phoenix. And Fox 12's Nick Krupke is joining in on the fun, joins us live from the crowd tonight. Nick, you still trying to dodge the rain?
Well, Sean, as you can tell, when we were packing yesterday, I said, should I bring that hat? I'm wearing the hat.
It looks good.
It's still raining for about the last couple hours, but we're about in the beer garden now in the Super Bowl fan experience, so everybody's having a good time. Super Bowl 49, as you can see, XLIX. Enjoy the Roman numerals while they're here, because next year, Super Bowl 50, it's only an L. They're getting rid of the Roman numerals. Now, unlike last year when we were in New York kind of dodging the snowstorm and all the cold, we're now dodging rain. But anyway, a lot of the fun out here in the streets, about 12 blocks, kind of like Times Square, but a lot of the fun also indoors at the fan experience. The footballs are fully inflated at the Wilson display, and the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to either Seattle or Foxborough. As for the fans, yeah, Blue Friday tomorrow should be pretty darn good. Maybe a little drier, we're hoping so. As for the game itself, the odds makers, cue the band, still maybe calling it a pick, maybe a 1-point difference either way, but if the Hawks win, they'll be the first repeat champs since the Patriots last did it in 03 and 04, and of course they win, have a chance to knock off both Peyton Manning and Tom Brady in back-to-back years, Shauna.
I can't believe the Seahawks are one of the most hated teams. That's crazy to me. They were kind of a Cinderella story last year, weren't they?
Yeah, for us that grew up in the Northwest, it was kind of like, you go the 6-10, the 7-9 years and just kind of being forgotten about, but now they're on the stage with Pete and everything they've done, just kind of the gregarious, all the attitude, all the swagger, all the confidence they have. It works for this team now back on the stage for 2 years in a row, and you feel like they got the confidence that they're going to get it done here again on Sunday, and that would be quite the feat for all the fans.
Sure would. Oh, yeah.
Shauna.
Go Seahawks.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, thanks so much. Look forward to the rest of your coverage.
You bet.
Seattle running back Marshawn Lynch, as he mentioned, finally breaking his silence.
Fox 12's Nick Krupke has been in Arizona for a couple of days now. And Nick, you're on the red carpet.
Yeah, well, now we're on the black carpet out here by the silent auctions. We're at Coach's Corner in downtown Phoenix. Proceeds benefiting the Richard Sherman Blanket Coverage Foundation. Amy, I'm telling you, that autographed Russell Wilson helmet still starting at $800. Steve Largent, $600. Give me your credit card number, we can get it done.
It all goes to charity.
As for the game, you mentioned it's the day before. It's the day before the day before. Of course, we've had a lot of press conferences today. There'll be final word from the head coaches, Pete Carroll and Bill Belichick. Everybody clap your hands. We are nearing Super Bowl 49.
For us, so we're very grateful.
Yeah, what a run for Paul Allen's Seahawks and his Blazers as well, so leading the Northwest Division. This party just getting underway, but earlier in the day, the party went on and it didn't stop in Scottsdale. Seahawks fans, they are chomping at the bit. How about the luck of that kid? 4 months old, already going to be at one of her first Super Bowls. In fact, it is her first Super Bowl. Amy, if the helmets aren't your thing, how about some signed jerseys? We got a Beast Mode, a Russell, we got a Sherm. Only $500 a piece. I mean, I'm telling you, if you wanted us to shoot me a text, we can go in on it together, maybe hang it up in the sports office. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll display it in your office. We'll do it. Thanks, Nick. We'll see you soon. Well, we're live in Arizona right up to the Super Bowl. The big game is Sunday, of course. We ran into her in downtown Phoenix, and she couldn't contain her excitement.
Here we are on the red carpet of Coach's Corner in downtown Phoenix, a Seahawks VIP party, and proceeds of a silent auction benefiting the Richard Sherman Blanket Coverage Foundation. Now, at the final coaches press conference, Pete Carroll mentioned about Richard having his first son being born at any moment. He said he can't wait to meet little Petey. And you never know who you run into on Radio Row. A lot of celebrities. We ran into Mama Sherman, soon to be Grandma Sherman, Beverly Sherman, Richard's mother. You know, her of the famous Campbell's Chunky Soup campaign, those commercials you've seen. Of course, you got to note that handbag as well. A soup-inspired, one-of-a-kind collectible for her. As for Grandma, she's going to be a third-time grandma, but the first son for Richard Sherman. You'll be a grandma one more time. Talk about that.
That little Petey. That is so cute. We're going to have to consider that. I hope Richard considers that little Petey. We love Petey, as we affectionately call him.
for today until he's born, he's Petey then.
Hey, I can go with that. I was going to call him my prince, but I like little Petey.
How about that handbag?
Oh, my goodness.
That's handcrafted,
yes,
yeah.
my handbag that they made for me.
Everybody in the block's got to be jealous about that.
They probably are.
If I was ever to buy a purse, that might be the purse I might have to get. We are ready, though, for Super Sunday, a 3:30 kick in Glendale at University of Phoenix Stadium. In Phoenix, Arizona, Nick Krupke, Fox 12.